Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft on the Block. This is TerraFirmaCraft Beta 2 Pre-44 again, probably the second episode in that series. And real quickly, we are smelting some of this sphalerite. I went ahead and actually mined it. Let me show you a couple of things. I also got some smooth stone here to make an anvil. But let me show you what I did. There's still a medium sample somewhere around here. I got a little bit of saltpeter just cause. But I mined all this out. I mined out over there. I had a cave in actually. I mined out all this over here. There's still a medium sample of sphalerite around, and I cannot find it. I mean, I have gone everywhere. So I'm not sure exactly where it's at. It's definitely true now that there's more. I found probably 3 little bits, and all I got was like 3.5 stacks. So that's stacks of 8. So that's a problem. Well, it's not a problem. That's what they said, is that there will be smaller veins, but more of them higher up. So anyway, all right, that's about to go into its final state, and it's going to smelt down into the mold. And I think we're going to need one more, at least. It may be that we need, I should actually put some more wood in there. There we go. I hope one more does it. Let's see. That would mean that 7 to get 1 ingot. That's expensive. So what I've decided to do, oh great. What I've decided to do, I went ahead and made a scribing table. In fact, let's do that right now. I keep saying, what I've decided to do is I'm going to make the chisel today. We're going to wait on the sword, and we may do that today, but we're probably going to go make a forge up somewhere else. We need to get up in elevation, and we got some cool areas around here. So today we'll just make the chisel, and let's go ahead and get the stone wherever I put that. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let's get the boat as well. There we go. Got some dacite, and we can make our stone anvil. And this is always exciting, our first anvil. And let's put it right there. All right, cool. Oh, we need a hammer too. Huh. I need to go look up the plan for a hammer. I'll be right back. Totally spaced the hammer, and the only reason I need that is because we have to use the new process for it. So it's basically like that. And then we have a hammerhead. So I forgot that we were going to have to do that. There we go. Got our stone hammer. Let's check on the... Okay, very hot. Let's help it out a little bit. Yeah, so we'll get a forge going up on the hill somewhere, and I did a lot of prep for touring the underground river, so that's what we're going to do first. We're going to make the chisel, and before we even play with it, we're going to go tour the underground river. So I got, I was going to make a sword. Maybe I'll make a couple more javelins. Let's see if this does it. I hope we don't need one more piece. We might, though. It might be 8. Yep, we need one more piece. We're going to have just a little bit of overflow. So we'll let that go. Let's bellow it a little bit, get it back up to heat. There wasn't, I went out and looked for different, nice and raining. It actually rains a little bit around here, which is something I really enjoy. You guys know that I'm a big rain guy. So this world, I don't know if it's this world or this biome. I guess it's the world because it rains everywhere in the world. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to do the underground river tour. We'll build the chisel. Like I said, I got prepped for that work. Let's see, I got to get rid of some of this stuff. I want to move some of this down. In fact, I'm just going to throw that stuff away altogether. There we go. And put that. Need some more chests. You can see I'm starting to accumulate a lot of chests. This is probably just going to be, I'll make different chests when we get up to our actual home. But so yeah, not going to make a sword until we get to the forge. I was going to make a sword for our travels because I thought that might be useful. But I'm just going to make a few more of these javelins. They're extremely useful, but you lose them pretty easy. And a sword would be better, but I really do feel like we have so little of this ore, and I want to get as much of it. I want to get as much use out of it as I can. So I'm gonna wait. I probably should make a pickaxe head, but we can make those when we get down there. That's not a problem. Yeah, I think we're good. So basically, finish up this piece of zinc. we'll do the working just to show you guys, since it's been a while, probably since you saw it, and make the chisel, and then we'll come back at the end of the episode and play with some of the rock stuff. Okay, so yeah, we got a little bit of extra. So I think it may be that he fixed. Let's see, that conglomerate can either go or I can take it with me. I think this will cool down in a chest now, which is slightly unfortunate. Okay, so the zinc cools down really quickly. I've got to work it. All right, so hits. Shrink. Oh, that's awesome. Did you guys hear that? That is fantastic. Okay, chisel head. And it automatically goes down there, which is excellent news. So draw, hit. Draw, hit. Shrink. Draw, hit. We didn't do too bad. That is an awesome noise, though. I love that. Okay, so let's see. Put this plant away the first place I got room for it, right there. Got the chisel head. And so, you know what? Let's go ahead and just stick that in here for now. We'll come back and deal with that at the end. That was successful. That's exactly what we wanted. I think we've got everything else that we need to show you guys this. So let's get on with it. Yeah, so that was an interesting process, finding that ore. But you know what? We're having some success. Our mines are working the way they're supposed to. We found some of the cool stuff that's going on. It makes it interesting. Makes it a lot harder, which it should be. I mean, this is supposed to be hard. You wouldn't be playing this if you weren't into the difficulty. So we'll go check out this river. Then we'll go find a spot for our. I should have. You know what? I'm not going to do this again. I'm going to bring some logs. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I just went ahead and split some logs into planks because I keep forgetting that I want those. It's good to have some planks with you to make a crafting table or to make an extra boat or whatever, and I always forget to bring them. So this time I finally remembered. I wanted to show you how deep this is. It is really deep. It is really deep, and this isn't even as deep as it can go. So you'll see some cobble right there. I hit kind of like an underground ravine, except for it's underwater. So there's water pouring out. No, actually, maybe that's not true. Let's see. No, that's not true. That was in a different world. There's nothing down there except a big hole that leads to this cavern right here. And then over here is the underground river. And I swam down a little bit. You can see that. So we're going to check that out together. But I wanted to show you this. This is incredible. These caverns are just immense, and they have all these stalactites and stalagmites. And I basically explored, I don't know, as much as I could of this, and I did not find any ore, which is actually kind of surprising because the last time I did this, I found a ton of ore. I'd like to find some spiders so I can get a... If you have full pullback on those, you pretty much get them with 2 shots. Most of the monsters you do. But you got to keep 2 of them ready to go. So nothing down there. I did do the prospecting and whatnot along the way and just did not find anything at all, which is disappointing. It really is, because this is a ton of space, and you would think you'd be pretty likely to find something. So but it is really cool. The caverns are huge, and this, I don't know if this one, let me see. I don't know if this is the one that had the giant lava lake below it. That might have been in the previous worlds where I quit. But yeah, it's really interesting. I think, I mean, this is well done, I think. I think they add a kind of an interesting, I don't know what I think it's, I mean, strictly cosmetic, right? It's not really adding all that much to the gameplay yet, if ever. So yeah, I'm not going to go down here because there's quite a few monsters still spawning, but that's what's going on. I went down here, I mean everywhere, not a single bit of ore. And you would think, I'm not sure what this is. Let's see real quick, what is that? That's marble. I did mine a lot of that. So you'd think that would be a good place to find some ores. And I could probably do some prospecting and dig in there. But I figured we're actually going to see quite a bit of this by going this other way. Ooh, I almost fell in there. Not that it really matters, but since I still have 0 armor, I'm a little hesitant to do this. I should get a little bit more leather or something. But I've been busy digging. So this is marble. And let's hop in the boat and see what we can do about this. This should be fun. So what I was planning on doing was just kind of going along and seeing if we can find anything resembling ore, plopping down some. It's just kind of fun. It really is. This is pretty cool. I have never seen this before, and this is definitely new to the mod. This is not in the regular game. I'm hoping to see some veins of something along the way. You would think with all this open. Now, originally, I think he said that rivers had finite water, which I don't fully understand what that means. There's something to do with the fact that you can't create. I think the vision is that you won't be able to create infinite water sources eventually. Nothing of interest, which is interesting. So that you'll have to use water that exists in the world for irrigation, and you'll have to. So imagine this: you have a pool of water, and you start to pull it out for irrigation, right? It starts flowing. If it flows too far, all the water is going to move. It's not just going to, and then I would hope that rain would like replenish that and stuff. I don't know if that's the way it's going to work or not, but anyway, the water flows, and if you dig it out and then dig a little pool below it, the water would all flow from one spot to another. So I think that's what finite water means. I couldn't think of anything else, although I haven't seen a real good description of it. Let's do some prospecting along the way. This is not as interesting as I thought because it's a little tedious. I want to make sure I don't break our boat, and I have to get close enough to put up these torches. I could have probably just swam as easy, but I thought this would be a quick way to go about it. So nothing yet. Let me do this. Let me tool around here a little bit. If I find anything, you guys at least got to see it. If we find anything super cool, I will be back and show you. So I'll return. Hey guys, I'm back. I have reached the end of this tunnel. Really, the only thing interesting I found was I was prospecting and I found one place where it said very large sample of saltpeter, which still doesn't seem to be of that much use to me yet, anyway. And I hear some Endermen over there, so that makes me think that maybe there's a. In fact, you know what? Let's just look. I also heard a big cave sound. I don't know if you get to the end of one of these and there's some likelihood of finding a cave, but you would think. Water's got to be coming from somewhere, so I don't know how realistic the situation is. But what I'm probably going to do is just turn around and go and follow the river to the end on the other side. This is, in case you're wondering, that seems to be dactite, or dacite. I keep calling it dactite. So yeah. I don't know what, I thought it was granite maybe at first, and I thought maybe that would be excellent, because if we get down low and we find a granite layer, then we are going to be very happy about that, because that will give us cassiterite. Well, we've got a pretty good chance at least of finding cassiterite. The cassiterite doesn't occur. That looks like that changed. It didn't though. Anyway, so I don't see anything right here. I will head back the other way and I'll be back. Hi guys, here I am at the other end of the river. It's quite a long river. And I did some prospecting all along the way, and I have found nothing. It's a little disappointing, but not surprising. However, check this out. I'm going to give you a full speed run of this. This is worth the price of admission to me. It's just, this is one of the coolest things that I've actually seen in naturally generated in Minecraft. It's smooth and pretty water. Just pretty cool. So anyway, we didn't find anything. I did find some caves that went off on the other side that I considered hopping off and trying to explore. Maybe I'll do that since I'm basically prepped for it. So there's one up there. That wasn't the one I was thinking of though. There was one on the other side. I'd like to go the other way. There's the, yeah, right here. So maybe what I'll do is hop off and try to get my way up there. If I could let's see. I didn't make many picks, but I could probably get up there. Let me just do that. I'll make myself a little exit point. It looks like this is, the way it looks to me is that the stone right below the water level, and I could be wrong, it could be just a visual effect, but it looks like maybe the river's height is at a rock layer change. I don't know if that's true or not, but it kind of looks like, if you look, the general kind of layout of things. So anyway, let me go make an attempt at this and see what's up there, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is it. Nothing interesting. So I'm going to go back down. I just made my way up through here. Yeah, nothing interesting. So I think what we're going to do is head back out. I think we're just going to need to find I mean, this is worth seeing, and I'm glad we found this. I think what we're going to need to do is go find just a different biome, or at least a different place to start mining, because we've done a fair amount of mining and finding. I really actually am pleased with the amount of stuff that I've seen and found, and I've got this big open cave, and I've done a lot of digging and whatnot, and I've not found anything in this stone, whatever this is. There's just nothing here. The only other thing I will say is that given the frequency with which I can click next to a vein of ore and have it say nothing of interest, it really makes me wonder about how much this can be trusted. So I click a lot, which you can see I just broke another one of those things. So anyway, this is a long way up. I'll spare you this, but let me get back up, see if I can find a place to set up shop, and then we'll start making some plans, think about what we're going to do. All right, guys, I'm back, and I couldn't leave well enough alone. This is a very large sample of tetrahedrite. So what I'm going to do, and I am in a different mine. So remember the original hole that we dug, and I was going to mine there. What I ended up doing was I saw that there was a desert biome close by. I was kind of looking around to see where we might lay ground or lay our foundations for our foundry, and I found this spot, or I found a desert kind of near our original little mine. And so I thought, well, I want to mine down through a desert. Let's see, we're on level 41. So right about level 40 is where you start to get some of these big veins. And this is going to be a big one. This is, I can tell already, but you can see, I mean, it goes way back there. So, or it's going to kind of curve around. Anyway, so I mined down to the left because I wanted to kind of go through that desert biome. We're in the desert 4. It was a ways off, but I knew that, you know, you're mining. I've mined 100 and something blocks. That means it was 100 blocks in a direction as well. So anyway, came down through tons of different type. I mean, it was gneiss and marble and granite and gabbro. There was all this stuff, in this tetrahedrite is found in all of those. So as I started finding the prospector's pick, started telling me about it, I knew that it was going to be a little hard to find, but I just kept going and ran into it. So I'm going to grab one stack of this. I'd like to keep a lot of this stone. Because I just don't know what I'm going to use it for, or if I'm going to want to have it. I got a lot of these stinking javelins, and I just made too many. I don't know why I made so many javelins, but so anyway, let me go ahead and mine some of this out. So that's what I decided to do, was just do that little bit of mining and get an idea of kind of what was over here, and it paid off. So that's good. I feel good about that. I'm not sure how far down this is going to go, but and there may be worth mining some other stuff, although this is nice, and I'm not sure what else we might find in nice, but I should look at that and see. So I'm going to get rid of that. I have a stack of just 10 of them, and that's 8. Perfect. So yeah, so that's a good start. We can get some copper out of this, copper and silver, if you guys remember. So we can make a copper anvil, and then we'll be able to do quite a bit. I mean, we still definitely have to find, I feel like I should get more while I'm down here, but I'm just not going to be able to. We're still going to have to find cassiterite, which is very important to us, but we have a couple of really good mines. Let me see. Hold on one second. I want to see what else you can find in nice. All right, guys, I'm back. You can find sphalerite, tetrahedrite, native silver, which would be cool, and galena. So, all interesting. Also, I just heard a zombie. I was curious to see. I don't know how close, but there's probably a large cave somewhere around here. Some big cave opening. Let's see. Yeah, it sounds like it's right ahead of us, so that might be interesting. If we found a cave down here, that would be cool, because then we would have a chance of kind of... When I found iron in the last world before I switched over to this one, it was in a very large cave system. Oops. So it was just kind of on the surface, and that was... And I hear water, yep, right there. Okay, so not interesting. Not interesting at all. Just happened to be a little... That hurt, though. Got to get some armor, so we'll get copper armor and stuff going pretty quickly. But yeah, so he was just spawning in here. Nothing interesting. Lucky I didn't spend too much time digging around for him. All right, so anyway, I'm going to go back up. I think this is what we're going to... I must have lost my javelin. This is what we're going to do. I am going to go back up, put some of this stuff away. I got this. This is kind of a secondary little mining operation I got going, so it's a good start. This is all marble. You can see this. I mean, we got a lot of really good quarry too. If we need marble for anything, we can come down here. We got marble, gabbro, so some really good looking rocks too. So yeah, let me go up here, put some stuff away, and then I think what we'll do is I need to go make that chisel. That's probably what we'll do. We'll probably finish off this episode with, I'm not sure how far along we are. We're probably getting close to 30 minutes. So we'll finish off this episode with the chisel and playing around with the stone masonry stuff just a little bit. And we'll make ourselves, yeah, see, this is our home. And we ran into the desert. If you think about how far we had to go to hit the desert, it's beyond that mountain. But this mountain is pretty stinking cool. So this is where we're going to make our home. I think what we'll do, because you can see at the very top, I don't know if you can see right now, but there's snow up there, or there was at least. But there might be some cool little spots where we can make a cool little spot along the way. I think that might be kind of a neat place, overlooking the desert and the swamp. And we've got the swamp trees right nearby, which is always very useful. These mines are very close together, so everything is coming along pretty well, I think, pretty smoothly. We might go look for another home, but I just don't want to travel too far when we've found a lot of really good stuff. It is going to be, I mean, we are going to have to go at least look for one more biome, just try to see if we can find some granite. I haven't found a granite layer anywhere yet, at least not that I know of, so that's something we'll need to do. Anyway, I will, let me go get prepped, and then we'll go see if we can't climb up there and find something cool. Maybe we'll take up our chisel and some stuff to start making our basic foundry. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Let's do this. That's interesting. Why would I do that? There we go. Let's do this. Let's play with our chisel a little bit. Okay, zinc chisel. Blammo. So that's pretty cool. We got ourselves a chisel. Now let's see how this works. Oh, gotta have a hammer, I just realized. Gotta have a hammer in your inventory, I believe. So I think it's something like this again, is that right? Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Gotta have a hammer in your inventory. So that's important to this process. So to do or maybe even on your hotbar. I think you might even have to have it on your hotbar. Let's see. How does this work? That makes marble bricks, which is not what we want. We want... Oof. I don't know what that is. I think that was there before. If you right click, you turn it into smooth stone, or beveled. You bevel the edges. That's kind of cool. But that's not what we want to do. What we want to do... You know what? Instead of wasting your time, let me go figure it out. Okay, so you press M to change the chisel mode. So if we do that... Oh, that's a problem. So let's do this. Oops. That was wrong. Let's do this. Options. Controls. We have some dual mapped controls. Key tool mode. the, what's not used? Let's just use the comma, I guess, since it's close to the original. Okay, so comma, stairs, slabs, smoothing. So smoothing is what this is. Stairs is hopefully awesome. Oops. That's too bad. Alright, let's see. Can we put down a piece of marble and then... There we go. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, love that. That's going to be extremely useful. Marble cobble looks horrible. Okay, so wait, it looks like... Let me see. Right-clicking on the side of a stone block will shave off a layer of that side of the block, up to 10 layers. Let's see. Maybe that has to do with smoothing. Oops, wrong one again. Let's try slabs just for fun. Oh, there we go. Ah. Oh. So that's kind of the whole stalactite stalagmite look, and then you can... Oh, man. That is going to be amazing. It's going to take some work, but it should take some work, right? So you can go all the way down. That looks like... Look at that. There we go. Just a 1x1 strip. Yeah, that's very cool. That's even better than Red Power. Red Power only allowed you to go by eighths, I believe. So let's see, what could we make? What could we make with that? Man, what can't we make with that? That's awesome. All right, let's do this. I'm going to have to put some thought into this because that's going to need to be played with. Look at that. You can go down to basically a little 1x1/10 piece of stone. And of any kind. And so if you take... If we were to make a... Let's check this out. Make a marble brick. Plop that down right here. And then let's see. I want to be able to chisel the other side. That's a problem. That's too bad. It'd be nice if you could chisel the other, because I have to get below it. So what you have to do is because you have to chisel it in place. I don't believe, it'd be nice if you could, let's see, maybe you can. That would be kind of crazy if you could pick up that piece. You know what I mean? Like you could create it and then pick it up. So this is all going to have to be done in place, which is going to require some thought. And if it's really elaborate, you're going to want to really plan stuff out. Because let's say we took a bunch of time and made a little end table, because that's what I was going to do. If I was to dig out some smooth stone and replace this, I could basically make an end table there. In fact, let's... And the blocks have to be next to each other, so let's do this. Well, you know what we could do? No, we can't. We'll mess with that later. So that's got a lot of potential. So that is the M key by default, and stairs and slabs. Okay, so stairs is huge. You can't make stairs, but you can. It's actually easier for this kind of thing. The way I mine for doing this, that could not be better, because I can just kind of, on my way back up, turn all these into stairs. And it really isn't using my my uses very much. But you do have to have a hammer on the toolbar. It's not using any of the hammer's usage. So let's see. What if I don't have a hammer on the toolbar? It doesn't work. So it does have to be on the hotbar. Okay. Well, we're going to make some stairs up to our And you can make different kinds of stairs with that whole slab effect. That is just awesome. Okay. I'm going to sleep and get prepared. I'll bring some of the stone and whatnot along, and get prepared to go up and find our place for making the foundry. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and we are basically at the top of the world. We're at 227, not quite the top of the world, but quite a ways up here. And this is the top of that spire that we were looking at. It is a long way down. I found a couple of things that I thought were interesting here. As far as spots, the very top up here is pretty cool. This over here, you can't really tell. So the problem that I was thinking about building kind of like a ship's, like the bow of a ship coming out of the mountain, like you would find in what was it? I can't believe I can't remember the name of it. I think I've forgotten the name of this before. The Lord of the Rings city, Gondor. I hope that's right. I feel like I'm going to lose my geek card because I can't remember that. I've only read the books about 20 times. All right, so anyway, there's kind of this spine coming out of the mountain, and I may have gotten myself into. No, I'm good. There's kind of this spine coming out of the mountain, and you can't really see it when you're standing on it, but we are standing on it. And then there's this really awesome tree up here. But this is a pretty big area. I think this, yeah, right there you can kind of see it. See, this kind of comes out. So I was thinking about maybe possibly building here and making a really cool kind of winding stairway that comes up through the mountain. I don't know. So this is going to take some thought. So we're not actually going to do this today. I was thinking about it, but I also want to kind of roam around, maybe go over there, and see, if there's some cool spots that I can work from over there. It's not so much this is like the perfect mountain. It's just not the perfect, although really it's not that bad. If I had whoa, holy cow. Hold on just a second. All right, guys, I don't know what happened, but that was crazy frame rate stuff, so I had to pause. Okay, so yeah. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I think this might be perfect. So what I didn't like was the view this direction. We have the swamp and the desert, although that's fine, right? This is the edge of, like, we could treat this like the edge of the Badlands, like the edge of the world. The edge of the like conquered world. Let's see what's over there. Should draw a little bit more. So swamp and desert kind of to me seems like where the bad people live. So we'll cause that to be the case, and then we're protecting. This is like the fortress that protects the lookout, that protects the beautiful forested areas, and we can have some pretty decent right down there. Actually, man, right down there actually would be an excellent place for some farming, and I don't know, maybe even some tree groves and stuff over here. There's some trees down there. That's all that white cedar too, which is like my favorite thing in the world to build with. So that's awesome. There's a whole forest of it there. And then let's see what else over here. I hope you guys like this, because I like doing this. I like the yeah, and this is like hanging off. I think we should just do it right here. We should clear this whole top and just do it right up here. This should be the forge, because this is perfect. It's huge, way up at the top of the world. It's gonna snow like crazy up here, but because I've actually seen snow up here. When we first started, there was snow up here, but it's getting dark and I'm gonna have to get down in a hurry, so I'm gonna call it. Yeah, we'll do some farming down there. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put like right over there on top of that hill. We need to go see what's over there. That might be a nice place for the house or the castle. It's a lot further away than it looks. We have to make a trek back and forth, but yeah, I think that's okay. So anyway, I'm going to get down before I get killed. Let me know what you think. If you guys have any thoughts or plans of your own, things that you wanted me to try out. I'll go just kind of tool around and see what the whole area around here looks like. It's going to be quite a chore making a real stairway up here, but ooh, that's good. We need some spider. Come here, Mr. Spider. If we make it down without dying, I'm going to be amazed. Anyway, ooh. Oh, seriously. Thumbs up if you liked it. Oh, excellent. That's what we needed, too. Perfect. Ooh, crap. Thumbs up if you liked it. Leave me comments if you do. I will respond to every single one. Follow me on Twitter, MinecraftOTB, Facebook.com/MinecraftOTB. If you're into that. And, ooh, this is even right. Yeah, this is it. This is the perfect spot. So at least a good starter spot. And tell your friends. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.